Salam guys, we're about to begin the Iceland draft. If you want to have a look around the room, this is the war room right now, so let's get this started.
First pick.
We took away all the suspense.
Wakar and Doc.
Yay!
I'm laughing because he loses it.
Assalamualaikum. I'm here with GN Salman and Wakar. What team are you guys? So I'm here with the Haya GNs. What do you think about your team?
I like our team. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with our picks. Obviously, there's a couple. You're not gonna be able to get everyone that you want, but you have to be realistic. Like in the first top 20 picks, you know you're gonna get maybe 2 out of the 4 that you want. In the middle 20, you know you're gonna get 2 out of 4, and it's tough to know. Like I like our guys. The only thing about the league is that there's so many unknowns from Malton and the East End, and so I was telling Wakar midway that I felt like we were playing with only half the deck because I didn't even know these guys, and they're picking these guys not just like in the middle rounds, but they're picking them like literally with their top 4 or 5 picks, and I'm just like, are these guys that good? We don't even know. Who did we miss out on? Of the guys that we have that I'm playing with, I'm happy, but I just don't know. I'm gonna go into the games not really knowing how the other teams are really.
I think we got a good overall group. You know, we got Lukman in the back end, Adil, solid D guys. Sadat, you know,
Sadat, that was a complete steal, man.
Yeah. In terms of offense, you know, nobody really, I don't think knows Yasin, but he's a solid kid. EBP was a steal as well.
When you have Wakar, do you need any more offense?
How does playing with Salman as a GM compared to Yusuf Soligar?
Me and Salman have done.
There's a better Yusuf and Wakar is a better pair. Let's make that very clear.
I mean, I just always sort of play like the supporting role. I mean, Salman's the brains behind all of this, and he kind of gets the troops together and whatnot.
Oh, that's so nice. And Wakar's the muscle behind it, clearly. He wasn't going to say I was the muscle behind the operation. No one's going to make that mistake.
Just one last question. I know championship is on your mind, but Wakar, you've always been short of a point or 2 points in the last 4 or 5 seasons. Are you going to hit the 20-point mark this season?
Oh, I don't know. We'll see. I don't really have those kind of goals in mind as long as my team is making the playoffs, winning the championship. That's what it's all about, man.
That's so nice. What a team player.
What a politically correct answer, right?
This season, I'd like to get more than 1 goal. That's my personal goal for the season.
Assalamualaikum. I'm here with the Yaqeen GNs. So we have Maz and Fahad.
Salam alaikum.
So to both of you guys, how do you feel about your team?
I think we got what we wanted to get. Our plan going into the draft was to try to get scoring wingers, guys that have speed. And I think with some of the earlier picks, we were able to do that. And obviously the later picks, I think we also got some speed, but they're unknown skill-wise, and hopefully we can hit a home run on a couple of those.
So how do you feel about the D guys in front of you?
We went with some of the guys that we knew, for example, Arcel, Fuzzy. So obviously have a lot of confidence in those guys. We went with a risky pick, a home run pick that no one really knew about, and we're hoping that he does pan out for us.
So an issue we've had in previous years, this is our 3rd year now playing. Fahad has played solid for us every year, allowing only 1 or 2 goals in a game. We just haven't been able to give him that goal support that we need to really win the championship. So we tried to go shot heavy, we tried to go offense heavy, and I think we did achieve that. So inshallah, with Fahad's backstop and us scoring goals, we can go for it.
I think you've achieved that with drafting our Frijavan.
Yeah, we got a lot of good things to say about it. People had a lot of good things to say about him.
Alright, if you're watching this, please, I need you.
You can't check me. You can't, because I'll just skip the ball past you and I'm gone.
Assalamualaikum. I'm here with Haris and Mehmed from the Ikhlas GNs here. So how do you feel about your teams?
Feel really good, actually. You know, we drafted with familiar faces, character, and leadership, and also we wanted to draft guys that were not necessarily too young, but had a sense of maturity as well too, and guys that can, you know, score goals and have a defensive mentality as well too.
Awesome. So how did you scout these guys? Did you know these guys, or?
Yeah, so we knew primarily most of the guys. We just wanted to see where some of the other players were kind of trickling down, and when the opportunity came, we wanted to go with the best player available, but also character as well too. This is an Islamic hockey league. We want to have the best characters, and mashallah, everyone else is too. But we want to take advantage and have the right guys in our dressing room.
I think we got most of the guys that we actually were targeting, so it was a good draft for us. We're happy.
Looking forward to the
great season, inshallah. We're all gonna have fun.
Good luck to all the GMs, and a shout out to the OC. You guys did a great job. All this is phenomenal stuff. So looking forward to working with everyone, inshallah. Great job, guys.
These are the GMs of Yakin. We'll see you next week, inshallah. Assalamu
alaikum, everyone. We just wrapped up our draft. Just gonna share some general thoughts. So Ahmed, you were out there on the main floor and you saw the GMs. Just give us your overall thoughts of what happened.
Well, it was a pretty eventful night, pretty eventful draft. Nothing out of the ordinary, nothing untypical. I think the GMs had a strategy in place. They knew what they were doing. The difference is, obviously, there was 9 teams, so there's a lot more depth in the draft. They were pretty well organized. Nothing unexpected in the draft, but again, we'll find out later in the season how everything goes on.
There's obviously a couple of unknown players. Did you see that some GMs more than other GMs had insider information?
I absolutely think so. I think all the GMs did what they were supposed to do, and they've conducted their own research prior to coming here, and that was very evident by unknown players within the Iceland draft that were picked up very early within the draft. I'm sure all the GMs did all the research. They know who these guys are. They knew exactly what they're doing when they first walked in the door today.
So you've moderated a couple of drafts now.
Yeah.
What's your overall opinion of this draft?
Well, this one obviously being a 9-team draft, this was a little bit more complex in the sense that there are nine teams that are getting drafted, over 120, 130 players that are getting drafted within the league, all within a certain amount of time. So obviously the difference in this one was the amount of players that we had to go through in such a small amount of time. I think it went well. I think it went pretty smooth. All the GMs respected the time that was given. They all drafted within the 1 minute time allot that they were given. And I think all in all, it was pretty much, it went pretty smooth.
So if you're a new player in the league, you just got drafted on the team, what are your next steps? What can you anticipate in the next upcoming days?
Well, of course, the next upcoming days, what happens is, your GM will definitely contact you in terms of, what to expect in terms of showing up early and just getting the line changes and stuff like that. Obviously, first game, GMs really don't know where their players are going to be, where they're going to be positioned in terms of what's expected out of them. But usually between now and the first game, they will be contacted. Obviously, the WhatsApp groups will be established, contacts will be made. Usually around the 4th or 5th game, the GMs pretty much have a sense or a knack of what player will play in what position. So usually around the 5th game. But in terms of between now and the first game, it's just pretty much getting acquainted with the guys, getting acquainted with the position and stuff like that.
Yeah, and just finish this sentence off for me, and I'll leave it. This season will be a success if blank happens.
Everybody shows up.
There we go. All right, assalamu alaikum, everyone.
Assalamu alaikum.